Hi and welcome back to Roots Baking with Abby. Today I'm going to show you a really simple and effective fondant decoration. I use these quite a lot on my personalised biscuits. They really do take your biscuits to the next level. They're super effective. You can get so many different shapes and patterns and from these silicone molds that they're great. I'll show you the silicone mold we're going to use today, which is a feather mold. Lots of, as you can see, very different in shape and size. You've got two that are down the middle here, very similar. These two at the edge are larger. I'm going to be using one of the smaller ones today. They just fit nicer on the size biscuit. That's part of my personalised biscuit order that I've got to do for a hen do for this weekend. So today you'll need some fondant. Any colour, doesn't matter. I'm using white, hence the feathers, but you can use any colour you like. You can also use white and decorate them using like a luster powder or like an edible paint, anything like that really. It's entirely your choice. I'm just going to use a nice, clean, simple, pure white today. You'll need a very small amount of cornflour just for dusting your silicone mould, just to make sure it doesn't stick. Paintbrush, you can use your finger. You don't need a paintbrush, it doesn't have to be. I have a paintbrush, it just makes it easier. And a clean surface. I really do like these silicone molds. They are really affordable. You can obviously end up paying much more for them depending where you go. I get a lot of mine from eBay. I have bought from Amazon. I have a local baking supply shop around where I live. And I've actually bought quite a few from the website Shein. Super cheap. Obviously takes a little while to come knowing Shein, but really, really affordable. And I've had great results with them. So quality is fine. So yeah, let's get on with it today, and here we go. So let's get going on making these fondant feathers. I'm going to be using, as I said, one of the middle two feathers today. You just need a small amount of cornflour on your paintbrush, dab it in, and just make sure you fill in all the little crevices in your silicone mould. With this feather one, it's quite intricate. There are lots of small little bits, especially with the stem of the feather. So just try and get it in there. It does all disappear at the end, plus you can dust it off when it comes out. You need a small amount of fondant. Work it in your hands a little just to warm it up. It comes out of the packet relatively soft, so a matter of seconds, as you can see. The same, break a small section off and just start to work the fondant into the silicone mould. I like to dab my thumb, my finger into the cornflour, just so the cornflour doesn't stick to my finger and then come out of the silicone mould. And just, as I say, just work slowly, methodically and gently to fill in all of the gaps in the silicone. Unless you're very, very, very lucky and you've managed to choose the exact amount that you'll need for your mold, you will have excess. Sorry. Again, just work it through, break it off with your finger, pull it down, stretch it out, stick it back onto your main fondant pile that you've got going on. Okay, so once you get to that stage, you can just gently prise your fondant from your silicone mould. This one's actually a little bit sticky. I use my finger to prise it out a little bit. You can use as I say, the edge of the paintbrush just to try and ease it out. In hindsight, I should have probably just loosened it slightly by bending the silicone mould before I took it out, and I'll do that for the next few that I make. You'll see that coming up in the video. It really does just depend on the depth of the silicone mould as to how easy they come out.
It's, as you can see, it's so simple, so effective, so pretty, and they really do make a big difference as far as being so beautiful to decorate with. I'll make a few more, same process. We'll speed this bit up just so I'm not watching me repeat myself over and over again. Okay, so here you can see me just loosening that mould off of the, loosening the fondant off of the mould, and it comes out so much simpler, just sort of tips out. So yeah, there you go. That is really the quick and simple, effective way to make the fondant flowers. Now, just as a next level decorating method, you can take one of these feathers and you can pretty much mould it to however you like. You can twist it around the paintbrush, you can fold it, sort of bend it slightly so it looks like a feather that perhaps is in flight, wrapped around something. I find that fondant is just really forgiving. It does obviously dry out, that's the intention of it, and they go hard, and they will eventually just set in whatever position that you put them in. But here you can see I've rolled that one to make it more 3D like, I suppose, if it was sat on a biscuit or on a cake. You can roll it the other way to make these look a little bit more like they're in flight. I like them. I just sort of roll one edge on this one and just sort of tap. You can use anything you like. You can use your finger to bend it, but I sort of just tap my finger along the paintbrush. You can let them dry over the paintbrush if you like. With something this size, they dry relatively quickly. So maybe within an hour or so, that'll be ready and hardened to pop onto the biscuit as you wish. It really is as straightforward as that. So here's just a close-up of the feathers finished. Only needed 10, it was just a small order for the hen do. But you can see here just how detailed they are up close. They really are beautiful. I love these feathers. I really enjoy using them. So just to round up, I used an Asda own brand fondant, nothing fancy. I think it comes out at something around $1.75 in my local store for a kilo bag. Great, it goes a long way. So no need to go out and buy fancy expensive fondant. What I'll do is I'll pop a link to my Instagram page in the description below, and you can see the final product on the hen do biscuits. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.